Recently, we talked about mastering our audio here in DaVinci Resolve, and today I just want to show you two plugins that I use to do my mastering that just make it a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. I've got some presets for them, so I just load the preset on my main bus one, and boom, I'm good to go. Let me show you what they are. In DaVinci Resolve here, the two plugins that I use are from Waves, and Waves makes some great audio plugins, but they also work when it comes to our videos. So the two plugins that I use are, the first one is the L1 Ultra Maximizer. Now, if this looks a little confusing, you don't have to go through and do all kinds of changes. You can just select the mastering preset that comes with it, and that's going to put it about here. Now, I know for me, I typically like to make my output ceiling, which is kind of like the limit there, around -1. And then my threshold needs to come up around 3. So after I've already edited all my other audio tracks, all of my dialogue, music, everything else, I know that this is generally where my settings need to be in order for me to get close to that -14 LUFS loudness level that I'm allowed to accomplish for YouTube, or I'm allowed to, reach for YouTube. So this is how I usually set mine up, and you can try this too. Now, I usually leave the release on auto, and like I said, all you got to do, threshold, output ceiling, and most cases that's going to be good. You can just adjust these two things. So if I go ahead and turn it off, play through it, and then turn it back on, you can hear the difference here. Reason number one you should buy DaVinci Resolve Studio right now is because you buy it once and you're gonna have it. Now, if you needed a little more volume so that you can raise up your whole loudness level, you just grab your threshold and bring it down forever. You're gonna have all future updates. You're gonna have DaVinci Resolve Studio, the latest and the greatest, for the rest of your life. So I really like this tool. I think it does a great job. It's quick, it's easy. It's just 2 sliders that I ever adjust. And pretty much the output ceiling, I always leave at -1. So I just have to adjust the threshold a little bit, if anything. And a lot of times I don't even have to adjust it because my videos are filmed the same, the environment's the same. I use the same levels for everything. I edit the same plugins on all my dialogue and everything else. So I know that -3 is typically what's going to work for me and give me around -15 LUFS overall. You can even see my integrated level here is -15.2. So I like to be about 1 below -14 there, just so I'm not even getting close to it. So that is the first plugin that I like to use. If you want more information about it, I'll link them down below. You can check it out. The second one that I like to use is called the WLM Plus Stereo. Now, this does a couple different things here, right? It measures my loudness levels. So in addition to DaVinci Resolve measuring it up over here, this plugin is also going to measure my loudness levels between my short term, my long term, and my range. So long term is typically what I'm going to be watching while I'm playing here. It does give us some extra information here. If I want to reset the tool here, I can hit the little reset. There are a bunch of presets in here for all different types of, levels that you can reach. Discovery, you got movies, Sony, Netflix, Amazon, YouTube, down below off the screen here, Spotify, Disney, SoundCloud, a whole ton of them, right? So obviously I'm using YouTube, and that's going to automatically set this thing up where I want it to be for YouTube. So I can play through, and I'm just going to mute this so we can play, and you can see right here, it's going to give me the short-term readings as well as the integrated levels right here. I've got a true peak limiter here as well, just to catch anything that might slip through. And one thing that I do like is that I've got another gain tool right here, and it tells me how far below I am. So if I wanted to, try and raise everything up, so I'm getting that max level that I can just click on the trim and it's going to boost it up. And you'll see it might be doing a little bit of limiting here if it's necessary. But you can use this to either boost it way up, bring it down, whatever you need to do. Makes it really quick and easy. This also has some other cool tools in here. If you wanted to apply a high pass or a low pass filter, you could do that. And pretty much everything else, I just leave it where it is, right? For the most part, I'm just going to use the YouTube setting. And if I need to, I'll adjust my gain right here. Most of the time I don't even need to do that though, because I've already done that in my L1 Ultra Maximizer. Now, these are the primary two plugins that I use as the mastering process for all my videos. It does a great job. But if you're curious about other plugins that may do a really good job for you when it comes to mastering, Waves offers a bunch of stuff. Now, this video isn't sponsored. I just want to let you guys know about them so you can check them out if you want to. But if I came to my bus one, clicked on the plus, and we came down to the mastering section, VST, we've got a bunch of different plugins here. We've got Abbey Road stuff, we've got CLAs, we've got the Mix-Centric. All these are really good. They all do things a little bit differently. You can look them all up on the Waves website if you want to, but just to pick one of them, like the CLA, for example, all the CLA stuff is really good. But you've got different, presets in here that you can use, but it allows you to, boost your bass and your treble, a little bit of glue, which is kind of like compression, the drive, which is like pushing everything a little louder. Some of these are better for music than dialogue and speaking. Some are easier than others. For example, if you were to use the Mix-Centric, it's literally one knob, and you could just boost that one knob up. It's going to do all the work behind the scenes for you. So that's pretty cool. If you wanted something with more options, you've got something like the Abbey Roads here. Tons and tons of options and settings and presets and all kinds of stuff that you can do. So there's all those things out there for mastering if you're interested in using those from Waves. If you can pick up the plugins when they're on sale, the two that I use, I think they come in really handy. Like I said, I've got a preset that I just apply that to my main bus. Boom, I'm done. And I don't really have to worry about mastering too much because my situation is fairly consistent. So just wanted to share that with you guys. 2 plugins I use for mastering my audio here in DaVinci Resolve. Again, check it out if you're interested. And if you have questions on mastering your audio, you're a little confused, not sure what to do, drop me a comment down below. I'm happy to help you out. With that said, I will see you in the next video. Peace.